Alright, you know, I'm ready to cheat. Since I saved the game last time before doing the skill check and failed it.
Glowing red.
Yeah.
It's guarding over the freezing corpse.
Oh, hang on. I realized I hit continue. I knew I did exactly what I was going to do. I hit continue instead of loading the game, and it's a 3% chance of success, but I gotta cheat and get another try.
You gotta see.
Yeah. If this works, I'm gonna go absolute fucking ape mode, man.
Yeah, I'll lose my mind.
I'm gonna grab a bone and start smacking this refrigerator with it. Here we go.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red.
Fuck.
You touched the devil.
Wow, that like double damage morale too. That's like devastating.
In the light of
yeah, that was
still
worse than last time. I feel like.
Where to begin,
yeah.
or what to.
All right, well.
It'll come to you sooner or later. At least he's safe here until.
So we got a lot of options here, like this area to explore. Talk to that girl upstairs who I yelled at. She opened the door. The cursed lady.
Yeah.
Find the password to that thingy. The cube. Apparently stuff over there that I can target in the fog.
Yeah, but not get in there yet. There were no other doors or anything this way, were there?
Like I passed to it.
Oh,
my god. Someone has stuck some busted guns beneath the ceiling. Okay, weird.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
So I'm gonna shine my light in there.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole.
Absolutely.
Do you want to take a look?
Oh, yeah.
Your hand reaches
go in
deep
hole.
into darkness and spiderwebs, rummaging around. You find rusty rifles hidden away.
Hey, don't need my gun if I got a new gun.
Are these any good?
Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest. But one catches your eye. A bolt-action model with a fine wood stock.
Hell yeah.
In better cosmetic order than the others.
Secret gun.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way.
Where are we?
Seems like an old bunker.
That's too bad. I thought we got a gun.
Yeah.
Look
we'll
at
probably
all
sell
those
it for a lot of money, I'm
gun.
hoping. If it's like an
Must
old
be
antique.
Ooh, the pawn shop.
Yeah.
Good idea.
What does this mean?
It means there are firearms.
It means you get 5 XP.
Still lying
Oh, thank you,
around
Kim.
in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future.
He likes this find.
Alright, sick. That's yeah, you know what? Finding this room was a big advantage of a controller, because I don't know how you would have detected this room existed over here otherwise.
Yeah, weird.
The shackles are hidden above the piping. They look inoperable. Okay, cool. Well, let's see. I'm trying to remember even... So we played this game a few days ago. There was something to do with this thing. I don't remember what it was, though.
That was where they were supposed to have hidden the ice. They were supposed to have hidden the password, I think.
Right, yeah.
Ice cream churner on top,
Yeah.
and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut.
Let's open the lid first.
You slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is too cold
pry
for you
bar.
to get a good grip.
I have one of
A
those.
pry bar would come in handy here. If you want to try again, then you need to have the pry bar in your hand.
I don't want to turn the crank, because I don't want to, like, break something if it's in there.
Yes. Yeah, like what if it like mushes the password?
And also, where's my... Oh, it's I'm on tab. Oh, $4. I really thought this rifle was going to be worth a lot more than that, but...
Yeah, like
whatever.
it's an antique. Maybe we can haggle up. Get this guy on Antiques Roadshow.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old
We're not
submarine.
strong enough.
It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an
Weird.
electric freezer
That's
that appears to be frozen shut.
Very weird. I mean, I'm going to try it and hurt myself,
The ice
but why not?
squeaks beneath the pry bar. You think you've got the bar jammed in there pretty well, but the lid simply won't budge. You see the pry bar's metal handle bending right before your very
Broke my damn
eyes.
crowbar.
Yeah, well, that's a good pry bar. I'm not criticizing it. But this ice cream maker is frozen shut. It takes an advanced tool to get it open. I have no idea, officer. This ice cream maker isn't important enough to request
It is important
Kim,
enough. It has
you
the
don't know that.
password, Kim.
Kim,
Oh my
every time we find
God.
evidence, he's like, we need that evidence isn't cool enough for me.
Sooner or later, you will stumble upon a
Alright,
tool
well.
mighty enough. Then we will know what's
I'm gonna
in
turn the
this
crank. I already,
mysterious ice cream
you know, can't get it open. I'm gonna exhaust all the dialogue
Turning
options.
the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your
Okay.
childhood dreams.
That seems like it didn't do anything
in
bad.
the distance,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
hear water dripping.
It's not like you hear a grinding noise. Everything cool inside is broken. Oh, nice. Even there. Okay, this is like a big area, huh? What's on the
Yeah, there's a
floor?
bunch of stuff down here.
Money?
Look at all the money.
This other window, people's feet jumping by the street. Oh, okay. Cool. Hey, you freaks! Look at me, I'm the sewer gremlin. Give me, Alright, bye.
I wonder, just based on how this area looks structured, I wonder if we hadn't convinced the bookstore lady to let us through, if that cellar window is how we would have gotten in to the basement.
Ice cream maker
maybe.
nearby.
I don't want to unplug it. That would...
If you unplug the black one...
The ice cream maker, though, yeah.
It would melt, right?
Yeah.
Why did you do that?
Because I want it to melt, dude. It's black.
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say
I'm not gonna
anything.
unplug the fridge, though.
No, yeah, you leave the fridge plugged in, but if you unplug the black one, it'll melt.
Still. It has
okay. Well, we got a +2 because it's unplugged, but still, -20 seems hard to overcome.
Yeah, we need a better pry bar, I guess. Whoa!
Insane mesh tank top. Oh yeah. +1 to drama. What's my current chest? +1 to physical instrument. Let's see. Drama goes to 6. 4. I think I like the drama because that's like telling lies, which seems good to me.
Yeah, lying is good, notoriously.
Yeah. All right. Let's I guess
were those interactable state? Yeah, those. Yeah.
Discover 9. Sleeping heals all your health. Okay, yeah. Hey, we figured that out already, game. Give me a new loading screen about my insane mesh tank top and how powerful it is.
I haven't even looked at what in-game time it is.
It's 13:03. Oh, hey.
Okay.
I came up with this door. Okay. I want to go back down there. I want to go talk to the lady up the chimney that I yelled at.
Yeah, the ghost lady, the haunter.
Yeah. So, talking about the actual case for a second, though. I had a thought, and I really didn't like it, but I think I know potentially what some of the direction of the story is going to go.
Okay.
So, how do I want to word this? Mike, the character doesn't know, but we're pretty confident that the guy who was murdered and then hung post-mortem, or at the very least was, like, pretty fucked up when he was hung, like, but the cause of death probably wasn't the hanging. Which we keep failing the skill checks to prove that, but it seems evident that there is a skill check to prove that in the first place, that it's probably true. And then if you think about the fact that they felt like guilty, or like they didn't want to mention that he was beat up because of raping someone, and the fact that they are all covering for each other, saying they all did it, I bet that the person who he raped killed him. I think that's my prediction for what's going to happen. And that's going to leave us in a really shitty spot where when we are able to prove that, it's going to be like, I don't want to turn her in. He fucking got what was coming to him, you know what I mean? So,
yeah.
I think that's what might be what's coming down the line.
Okay.
But here's some colorful, playful dice. Oh, this is a D&D nerd. Hell yeah. Candy and dice. Let's go.
Could be like the one leftover game designer.
Hello. I'm Nia.
Actually. Nia, a bird-like woman on a throne of tools.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Millie.
Can I have one of your CDs, please?
So what kind of die are you looking for?
She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
Yeah, actually. I haven't knocked on your window, I guess.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice.
What do you mean?
Did you have something specific in mind?
I'm hoping that means a CD so we can do karaoke.
Weird prediction. Do you think that we can get better dice from her, and then our rolls will get better in the game?
That would be.
We can get better dice.
That would be so sick.
Yes, Amelie is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these.
Okay,
mostly,
so it's not a CD.
They just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed.
We were knocking the fuck out of that door. before.
Yeah, we really did bang on it a lot.
Alright, what are you asking about dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker.
Yeah, we're moving on from the dice,
Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
Yeah, it's the Disco Elysium
Yeah.
As she speaks,
system?
her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring. Her bones light, but her hands strong. Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Something else? No. Yeah, I'm not really sure
Only
why
one-
I'm here.
How strange. Well, if you're interested, my rate is 10 real per set. Unless you want something really unusual. Take a look around and see if there's any particular stone you want to use.
Precious stones.
It almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part of the room, growing out of the shells like stalagmites.
This is like a
No
craft
falsehoods are present.
die maker.
She's a
Dice
novelty
maker.
dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide. Ask what you need.
I mean, yeah, let's get cut straight to the point here, and then maybe double back to get some upgrades.
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook, then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
Well, to be fair, it looks like that window is like way taller than her, so I don't even know how she could have looked out of
Yeah. You'd have to
I'm
really
sorry,
look.
detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
You never looked out the window?
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring
That's
Yeah,
back.
that's
actually
true.
a good point.
Yeah, it was.
Sorry,
it was
never mind. You're
dark
right.
outside.
Dark in the yard at night.
It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
Let's find out what this
Well,
daily ruckus
There's
is.
always something going on in the Whirling's backyard.
That's a good point. Also,
During daytime, there are
Those
usually
kudos.
those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be
Okay.
because of the strike.
She's heard of the
Okay.
murder, but did not see it, sire.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid. It's an odd profession, making dice for people. But I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
She nods.
Okay.
Anything else, officer?
Yeah, where are we?
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
There's the bricks that make up the walls, even though they've been repainted. There's still signs of coal black soot here and there.
But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Creative.
Nice.
You know what happened to other tenants?
More or
Yeah.
less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
The gamers. The
Oh,
gamers.
Quite a lot of them spring to mind. Rats scuttle in the dark rooms under the abandoned blow dryers.
Wow.
Where is...
That is a lot.
Cobwebs cover rotors and radio computers alike. So much failure.
Oh, it's talking about the people that were on the Strange
all
Machine is
intercom
probably
and
the-
stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Strange Machine has to be, I think, what I'm
Fortress
after.
Accident, the
Yeah.
radio game
Nice.
studio.
Yeah.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wiro. They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules. The usual, they ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time. Well, I did hear them talking at times. They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
She sounds almost mocking when she says that.
Yeah, the project looked cool to me. I don't know.
Yes, but
Yeah.
when the money started to run
They had
out,
all those
just
weird
began to
elves.
complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic and to show up to work on time.
Well, hey, I'm about to finish it for
Showing
them, so don't
up
worry
to
about
work
it.
on time
Yeah.
is hard.
Cutting commentary
Scratch
from the
that.
novelty dice
Showing up to
maker.
work
Yeah.
at all is difficult,
Yeah.
especially if you've been
Showing up to work on time is incredibly hard. I hate that
So is
shit.
producing something extraordinary. Anything else?
Do I...
Well, I mean, here's the thing. There could be XP, right?
I know. There's just so many options here. What's okay? Hair salon.
I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here.
You wouldn't like it either. A bit of experimenting every now and then isn't bad.
Yeah, I don't really have any opinions on hairstyle.
Me neither.
Yeah, just
I
cut the
want
hair
off my
good.
face.
I mean, look at my man. He's got some crazy hair. He doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemiteps Boxing Club, a community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
Yeah, maybe that's what Kuno needs, yeah.
Yeah, we gotta get Kuno in
Who's
there.
Kuno?
It's a little
He's
ginger
sort of the
gremlin
king
next to
around
the file
here.
of dead bodies.
These are all good
These
options.
are great, yeah. I'm saying he's a little ginger gremlin.
Oh yes.
He is a-
You mean
he
the
is a
kid
little
with the
gremlin.
sailor's mouth? Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard.
Oh yeah, I've made him say probably most of them that you've heard
I think
recently.
it would take more than a gym to help that kid. A
Armadillo.
kind
Do you think she heard the gunshot when we tried to shoot the kid?
That was some other asshole. I don't know who that was. Don't look at
and
me.
That's
Don't
why
bother
he
me.
wanted to start the gym.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
his way of giving back.
Alright.
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
You should have known it. It's not really full of that. No one would store their drugs like
We're
that.
going back to check that fucking punching bag, right?
Eventually,
Yeah,
the
hang on
coalition
now.
took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since. Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with
I
this
love
one,
the
right?
idea of a 24-hour window repair shop.
Turns out,
You need
the
it.
business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milias. Who would have guessed?
What's the snuff milieu?
Yeah,
Trust
same
me,
question.
You don't want to know.
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own.
Yeah, give
It's
me
a
some more intel
sub-Rosa
here.
radio
XP.
station that broadcasts real murders with
Wow.
real victims. Some people pay good money to get off
Okay,
on
that's
it.
pretty fucked up.
That is fucked up.
Nothing changes in her tone as she says that. As if it's just another piece of information to lay out for the world. What does she mean to get off on it?
Hey, electrochemistry, come
Don't
on,
worry,
buddy.
the
Buddy, you
ICP
know
has a
that.
separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-roses. This isn't our problem.
Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those perpetrators.
Stuffed animals.
You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs.
But what drugs exactly?
You know what drugs you do?
He
from
got
movies
high
before.
on some weird taxidermy chemicals. I wouldn't recommend
Oh.
it to anyone.
Okay, great.
Eventually, they caused him to lose control of his bladder.
I
The
need
smell
some
is
of these.
awful.
Look, I have some toilet business I need to take care of. real
Even
quick.
Yeah.
you can probably do better than that.
Creepy
There used to be a
mannequins.
fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years until the insect rights activists came.
Yeah, hold on.
Insect
Mhm.
rights
The atelier
activists.
produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently, chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings. And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The
Damn.
atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
I'm here to say it. Fuck
Yeah.
bugs. I don't give a fuck.
I was gonna say,
have
I'm gonna get
rates,
cancelled,
yes,
but
I understand
those
what
beetles.
you're saying. I think
Fuck
the
'em.
protesters took it a little too far. Anything else?
Rotor blades and
They were made
skis?
by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money.
Oh, that's the dream. I want to do that, man.
Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashko, the usual, I imagine. But he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
Sounds like my
Men
kind
like
of
that
guy.
are a curse.
Hey, Kim, no, that guy had it figured out.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why those keys and blades
I
are
think
still
we
lying around
determined it
in
was
the
like
house.
51 or something like
much
that
use
when we were
now,
getting
I
quizzed
guess.
by the zoologist wife.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Why return them?
Think so.
Oh boy, the fabled Revachol ICT. You're in for a treat here. The place was
ice
owned
cream
by
treat.
two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
Indeed.
Oh,
What were
boy.
the other ideas?
Yeah.
There was really just one, and it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
Yeah, that sounds like Frit to me.
Okay. Yeah.
Employing silky teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, they always come in packs. I'm talking about acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the shop. At least that's what happened with Ravachol ICT. And they already had the bear.
Yeah, the bear seemed cool. It didn't work out.
Of course not. The bear was
Yeah.
terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either.
Oh no.
Half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted.
Oh,
Well,
no.
what? Our guy is gonna get half melted? Whatever. Who cares?
Eventually, Ravachol ICT lost the price war to its rival, Glace 5000. Glace 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
The bear was doing its
Maybe.
best.
Because the
Yeah.
taxidermist who made that bear definitely wasn't doing his best, I mean.
I think we already know
This
the
is
answer
the
to
drug
that.
guy.
Bear was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. Called it Megatherion.
Sounds cool. Scary.
We're calling the bear
but
Megatherion.
Cool.
Mega theory?
Megatherion, a mega wild beast. It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life by telling you to do
Oh,
more drugs
cryptid.
mostly.
Okay, cool.
A wise and noble beast, guiding you toward the land where the streets are paved with drugs.
I don't have a comment on
Understandable.
drugs.
You shouldn't do them.
Nice.
You're a police officer after all.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire.
Outside it's light. Light scatters
Good story.
from the low-hanging cloud cover. There's always the threat of
I like how
snow.
Shivers
Anything
sometimes
else?
just interjects with
Another
like, here's
failed
what's going on
business,
outside.
perhaps?
Yeah.
I've been here for a
Set
long
dressing.
time. Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me. I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires.
One of them worked,
Sorry
Novelty
about the
Dice Maker.
confusion.
Yeah, well, it was like a
The
recording,
doorbell
right?
with the empty name card
Mhm.
must belong to her then.
It's yours. Owner of the Brawling Rags. Yeah. Tell me what the
Yeah,
second
Can't
yeah.
be true. They don't work here anymore. They've been gone for years. Are you sure it was Slipstream SEA? Was it a woman? Maybe it was Plaisance from the bookstore.
So it's Pretzel Town
It's
Try
it's nice of these
Centennial
dialogue
Electric.
options to remind me what happened with that dialogue because I didn't
Yeah.
It used
remember.
to be a major electric company 100 years ago. Are you sure it wasn't just some kids playing a prank on you?
It was too real to be just a prank. Either we're dealing with a professional actress, or
Yeah, I'm gonna say it was something eerie.
Eerie.
Pranks can be eerie. Oh, the kids these days. We were just
Alright.
one of them, and now they're terrorizing us.
Yeah.
No
I mean,
solidarity.
we pretty knew it was a recording. Let's
Why
see what she
would
says.
Slipstream SEA have a 100-year-old recording as their doorbell message? Doesn't make any sense.
What did Kim say it was? It was like a recording that got lost in electric or something like that. He had some insane explanation.
Yeah,
There
it
was
was like,
nothing more
ooh,
than
it was
some
trapped in the
elaborate
walls.
Yeah.
My money is on electrical anomaly.
Electrical
There it is.
Especially in an old building like this.
All right. The doorbell thing.
That's right. I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet. Right, it used to be a gaming arcade. This is an ancient failure, before my time. I'm not surprised, however. My advice? Don't base your
33 minutes.
business
Oh.
on a fact.
I thought we got something from the pinball
Hypnotism,
conversation.
choreography,
Yeah, that'd be
trick
cool.
track, especially pinball.
Become a pinball master by
Agreed.
talking to her about it.
Pinball is the worst.
Kim, relax. Come on now.
You could say so. Both houses were built
Maybe
at
he's
the
just
same
bad
time
at it.
and under the East Delta Commerce Center project. That explains why you can call the whirling from the intercom, albeit I doubt that anyone responds.
If the whirling is part of the same building, then it's part of the doomed commercial area. The darkness of this place is there, too.
Sure, I'm listening. I'm pretty
Yeah, nothing
sure
there, I
it's
don't
sure.
think. Okay,
I'm
okay.
listening.
This menu's too long.
Good. I hope
Alright,
it clarifies
There's
things
so
a
many
bit.
dialogue
What
options.
It's not
else?
even a dice maker.
How
It's
You gotta
did I
ask about the
become
curse.
one?
well,
It
I
was
will,
a
of
business
course, of course.
decision. I
Of
was
course.
a regular
Of
jeweler
course, of
at
course.
first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition.
It's like every business in this building has failed for some obvious reason, and I would say hers is that she lives in a chimney in a broken down building with no way to contact her, and she makes dice of all things.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm
She doesn't
thinking.
let
She
it
went
show,
from being a
but there's
jeweler
anger in there.
to being a
She doesn't
dice
like
maker.
jewelers. Thinks they're a mob.
Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there. Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
Some of those
Hell
nice
yeah.
people have big bucks to spend on novelty items.
Alright, let's see if we can get an upgrade
Of
for our
course.
dice like you
Tell me what you have in
proposed.
mind.
Whirl, untethered, cursed dice, extraordinary dice, very regular. Let me know with my work,
I
yeah!
think I have just the right one for you.
2 plated red and blue are created.
You're a police officer, right? Here, catch.
Oh,
You're a gift
yeah,
from me.
okay.
A
Okay.
beautiful woman tossing you a gift. Whatever you do, don't overthink it.
I'm gonna catch it easily.
Mr. Smooth.
Not
Boom.
even hard,
You
baby.
snatch the dice out of the air with one hand, just like you're in a movie.
Wink.
Oh,
Wink.
what are the odds? The red one is made of bloodstone with a lapis lazuli inlay, and the blue one is the inverse.
Fuck yeah.
believe
I think
these
we're right.
dice
I think
are
we're gonna at least get
charm.
bonuses for having these dice.
She winked
I
back
hope
at
so.
you. Can you believe it? You truly are Mr. Smooth Moves.
You definitely need luck in martinis.
I felt like it was a long shot, so
Was
if it turns
there
out to be
anything
true, I'm gonna be
else?
pretty
Of
pumped.
course. Tell me what.
Alright, actually,
no
I
need
don't want any
rush.
more dice. I don't want to
Take a
spend
look
10 bucks
around,
on
see
more
if
dice,
anything
but
inspires you.
Yeah.
alright, let's ask about the
Yeah, yeah.
doomed, the curse,
I've
the doomed
heard the
curse.
stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
Yeah, Plaisance thinks it's swarming with malicious energies.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
Yeah, I mean, it's not doing great.
No.
Alright. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in racks? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
The waitress took off and customers have trouble paying bills. Like me!
It's true, they do.
And then there is me.
Sounds like a messy work table. All kinds of tools like this scattered. Ring files.
I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts.
14
Not
years
exactly a million
Yeah,
dollar
of
being this
business
little
idea, yet
dice
somehow I've
hermit.
survived despite the talk
Long
of
time
malicious
doing that.
energies. Strange, isn't it?
It's because she's in cahoots with the demons. Maybe it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
Dedicated to your craft. Curse with you. Yeah, I mean, Plaisance thinks she's the source, but
Malignant entity? What does that even mean? Some kind of sorceress? What about you, officer? Do you think I'm the malignant entity?
I don't know if it was on purpose, but the way she was like, malignant entity, what do you mean? That's like,
Yeah.
okay, hang on now.
The jig is up. The she-demon knows
Wow,
you've
Half-Light
uncovered her
agrees.
true identity.
I'm beginning to think that there's no curse, just bad business decisions.
Exactly. Truth is always so
I
disappointing.
mean, look, this entire universe is governed by dice rolls, and this is the dice maker.
Yeah,
I'm
that's a
just
good
saying.
point.
But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today?
That's all she has to say on the subject. She's been thorough and truthful, as far as we can see.
You gotta do it.
I mean, yeah, of course.
Honestly,
Sorry, I just wanted to look at this first. Okay,
honestly,
okay. Give me,
I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
it's quite
of course.
fun. Sure, it.
They were just
give me out of the menu. I just want to see if there's
Good.
something new in there.
I hope it clarified things a
Of
bit.
course.
I feel like Mass
What
Effect
else?
does that or something where it lights up if there's a new option in there, and it keeps tricking me in this game. There's nothing ever anything
Yeah.
new. All right, well we passed that 17%. This one's probably gonna fail.
A gust of cold air sweeps through the chimney. The stones and minerals on the shelves rattle as though agitated.
We know
For a
why,
moment,
apparently.
It almost feels as though you're outside the building, exposed
Curse
to the
is real, and I
atmosphere.
figured out why it has spared you. All right,
Didn't
well,
we already talk about this?
because you're not in the same building. How does that work out?
What are you talking about? My address is exactly the same. Rue de Saint-Guilain 10.
It's in the chimney instead of the.
The
building?
old coal plant that used to be here was subsumed into the new venture. Its ruins swallowed up. Yet it has a different address in the heart of the city.
This
Oh.
doesn't make any sense. Are you saying my business was spared because of a technicality? Where is this coming from?
Probably sealed the chimney crown. There's a different address.
And
Honestly, I don't know.
what? Does it mean that I'm safe from failure?
Rest assured, no psychic attacks will reach you here. Don't laugh at me.
Do you know
Yeah.
what this is?
Just one piece of metal shining index finger. Sorry, a piece of jewelry to me.
It's a morning ring. I made this when my first company failed. It was a small jewelry shop right here in the East Delta Commerce Center, built with the little I inherited from my parents. I drove it into the ground within a year. I didn't have what you would call a viable business plan.
Yeah, you're just reinforcing my beliefs.
No, you're right. I didn't. It wasn't just a jewelry shop either. I always thought that it was just the world that you were supposed to try again and again until you finally succeed.
Yes, save scum it.
And now you're telling me what? That it was all
That's
because
what
I
pulling
didn't
yourself
run
up by your
little
bootstraps
shops
is. It's
and
just save
ventures from a
scumming.
dump inside an abandoned chimney?
Hey, yeah, it's not a dump. It's nice in here.
Yeah. Or maybe it's the entire world that's cursed. It's such a precarious place. Nothing ever works out the way you want it. That's why people like role-playing games. You can be whoever you want to be, you can try again. Still, there is something inherently violent even about dice rolls. It's like every time you cast a die, something disappears. Some alternative ending, or an entirely different world.
Yeah, but sometimes you cast a die and then you do a sick roundhouse kick to a racist, so it's impossible to say if it's good or bad or
But
not.
anyway, thanks for sharing your
precarious
theories.
world.
Hey, we got
So-
experience. We got some dice.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we
That
finished
was a
researching
productive
something
conversation.
too. Oh,
Yeah.
it's gonna pop up, I think. Oh, yeah, it's gonna pop up right here. Okay.